And I'll pass it to Christina to talk about what is TOD.
More future planning for this neighborhood. And I'm here to talk about transit-oriented development. So, BTA has a transit-oriented development program, and so as this BART station gets built out, it will be the next BART station after Milpitas, then Berryessa, then it will be Little Portugal. As it gets built out here in the neighborhood, we want to make sure that there are opportunities for businesses and housing opportunities for people in the neighborhood that are part of the group that we're trying not to just have displaced from the area. So new business opportunities and new housing opportunities that are built around the station for the benefit of people who already live here and then future people who will also live here. VTA will own some land next to the station, and that's why we are building developments that will be next to the transit and hopefully help people be less car reliant in the neighborhood. VTA has an affordable housing policy, so for each development that we're building, we aim to have 25% or more affordable housing units. And overall, so some properties are 100% affordable housing, apartment, or we're trying to also do home ownership at some other sites in our program. But the affordable housing policy, we're trying to have across the board for everything that VTA owns, at least 40% affordable housing. So these individual developments that happen on a specific site or a specific property, they all come together to form what we call a transit-oriented community. So a TOC, Charlotte mentioned earlier, complete communities. And so for the transit agency, to us, that means having a complete community that is next to the future BART station. So this includes making sure there's a mix of housing, businesses, services, so people don't have to drive, they can take the train or they can take our bus services, which will be realigned to help service the future station as well. And the goal for VTA is really to make sure that these are all equitable opportunities for everyone in the neighborhood to benefit from these future developments, as well as increase sustainability and generate more ridership by having more services located near the station. Oh, and in 2019, we received federal funding to do a TOC playbook, which involved a lot of research, community organizations gave input, and it was an early version of the process that we're doing now. So today we're starting to do guidelines for developers who will be doing proposals to build things on the land that VTA will own around the future station. And so you're here today to help give shape to the guidelines that we will be providing to developers of what people in the community want to see here, what types of architecture need to get built so that the housing serves people here, or that there's business spaces for people who have businesses here that need to to grow and want a space that will be near the future BART station. Go to the next slide. So we have our design team here, Site Lab, if you guys can raise your hands. If you want to talk to any of them today, or we'll have contact information on the screen, and you can reach out to them. They will be working on putting together this design development guidelines with community input. They will be doing outreach, youth engagement, and business engagement to make sure that we're really telling developers this is what this community wants to see built here. So here is a map specifically showing the outlines in red are the sites that UTA will be developing on in the future as the BART station comes in. So BART station you can see at the bottom right corner of North 28th Street and 5 Moons Lane. And then surrounding it are the pretty large parcels of land that have the opportunity for these various developments. And so just what we're hoping our goals are for this, for doing this, is to create a successful transit-oriented community here that has easy access to everyday needs, that has housing choices for everyone, that has an active street life, that has safe spaces for all people. It contains local businesses and services, and that all of it is very community supporting. So this is how you can get involved. There's a website here, eta.org/projects, and there will be a project page for the 28th Street Little Portugal transit-oriented development. And on the right side, you can see contacts, information for Site Lab, as well as for us at UTA, myself, and Roy. So feel free to come up and talk with us as well.